artist-like touch on the palette that is the taste and whistle. There's that lie again, Rodders. Should guarantee the 140. Sloppy shot, Philip.
100. Yeah, the second dart was, but the third dart, perfect example how Phil uses that lie. Dennis now probably holds the dart the loosest out of all the players. It's very gentle touch on the dart as Dennis.
You waited the last one using the lie perfectly. Two superb second darts.
Well, Taylor's going to have to switch. The second dart went above, closed it up, so now Priestley got the advantage in this leg to get another leg nearer Taylor and to hold his throat.
Well, last week Taylor, world record in televised darts, 116 average, as Rod suggested, but it's only really been on the pedal in this one when he saw the £1,000 shot. And Dennis a very healthy 101. Great standard. And I made a prediction on the Sky website yesterday that 6 guys tonight could maybe end with 100 average. And it didn't surprise me seeing Dennis up there. Class performance. Treble, 18 in the bowl. Bullseye put in! Just outside the way.
Well, he knows he's going to return because Taylor cannot go out on this. All Taylor can do is make a massive hole in it. And it won't be a big hole now. So Priestley, easy 2 darts at 8-8 to get it back to 5-4, but he's still got to break the Taylor throw.
Just keep your eyes for a minute. Point of theory. Rod's alluded to it. Dennis uses markers right in the eyes. If the guard comes high in the bed, it comes below it. And now he wants double it. The 5-4 red bit. Has to go for double 4 to on good.
Well, Taylor can't go out, so Priestley's going to come back to the board. Very often you see a professional player leave this number and he isn't worrying about it, just throwing the darts away. But this is not a great double, Sid, because if Dennis puts it low, it covers up half the bed. So he's really got to attack the inside wire, and if he splits it, at least he's got the 2 darts at 1-1. But if his first dart goes low, he attacks the inside wire.
Spot on, Professor Harrington. PhD, COD, Colchester University. Here we go then, till the same. These darts are hard to stack. That's the perfect way to get one in. And anywhere you like, left to centre, you probably go right. That's the 3rd time he's had that lie, twice he's gone to the narrow side.
Yeah, he should have hit the 180 then. You can see Phil's face. He thought he should have done an all. But this is the leg that Dennis has got to get back. He can't let Phil get the 6.
Slightly sloppy use in the last 2 lines to the marker. See, certainly different. Taylor in and get 1 in the bottom of the bed. That forms a line there. So what goes through his head? He does never follow up the same way ever. He adjusts the incoming dart to the line.
Yeah, you can see the 3rd dart there. It comes directly on top of his second one and just bounces in.
So this one, the way Taylor throws is more complex than anybody else's. Dennis was trying to just go laterally along the bed like the great Alan Lemon just about. You'll never see James Wade using lies, he will use guides. But Taylor, it is right. That's just about perfect. This dart right, this dart left, surely.
Well, there is a theory, Sid, that Phil Taylor actually has more kisses into the treble 20 than any other player. And perhaps that is the way to throw the darts, and John Parks changed his darts, changed his flights to try and get like Phil Taylor. So it'll be interesting to see how John Park plays later.
I was talking to one of the people from the sponsors who make the darts, and it's been a year of grind to get this good. It's better than ever.
77.
No shot out, Dennis.
You see Dennis shaking his head, thinking, how have I left 165? Taylor left 169 earlier on. Cardinals in for a professional dart player. You've got to give yourself every single little chance.
A very creditable 99.5 for Dennis as the power tries down on 102-ish. Double 16 coming in. No bother. Dennis going to win all three now, runners.
Yeah, not many people roll off 3 legs on the trot against Taylor. He's done it against plenty of players. If anyone's got the bottle to do it, certainly Dennis Priestley has, but now he really is going to pull it out. Got to get this treble 20 working.
Coming up, Jenkins plays part, and then one they're all on the 4-2. James Wade, second in the league, could go top against the very talented Klassen. We've had vintage Barney from the great talent that is Adrian Lewis, and now we're seeing the 2 men probably did more in the first year. Yeah, the Sky darts to make the millions watch. The hunched chin in Tash Remest. The West Ham Bagman. Still a chance with the line in the red bit.
Well, that's not the shot Dennis wanted. Needed at least 1 treble. Normally Phil Taylor would make him pay for this, or any other opponent. But he's going to have to switch. Taylor puts first 2 darts above the treble. Can't get to the treble 20. Straight switch to the 19s.
Dennis needs 2 big trebles. Yeah.
Well, Dennis is switching. Didn't like the way the flight had kicked into the treble, so he switched. Perhaps the 3rd dart should have been up at 18. Dennis in his prime, Sid, would always switch from treble 20 to then treble 18s, and now he switches to the 19s.
That was the signature shot in his pomp between about 91 and say what? About 02. That shot was on form whenever he could hit the wheel. Trembling. Gotta get a treble this time. Rodez needs a heavy big treble.
Looks like he's going for 18s. He was so good at that in his heyday.
Absolutely. Taylor will not understand, comes for cover. Still a chance with the cover here. Wide. Well, he's going back to 60. No, treble 18.
Well, what a big shutout this would be for Dennis. If he puts that first dart in the treble, it's just above. You've got to think, well, that's a low dart. Well, you can only hit the tongue just to set it up. And Taylor now 114.
16.
Right then, to sew up the clash of the Titans. Back 14. Top lipstick for the Stokey. Oh, nowhere! Sorry, what is?
Would have kept Phil Taylor's average up over the 100 mark. He's just dipped below, so he can't get it over the 100. But now, Priestley, I'd like to see this go in the treble 20. It does. Double 10 to get one back. Big shot here for Priestley.
Save the match. Greened it. 5. On the wire. Right. To end a match that was given. We hope you're doing all the people here in Sheffield. Definitely a great treat. The power. The 7-4-10s.